All right, here with HB. Jason Jones, we'll start with you.
Hey Harrison, how you doing?
Good, bro. How are you?
Doing all right. Just want to ask, what was the last 3 weeks or so like for you from the moment you got the positive result to now? Just what was going through your mind as you kind of waited to clear protocol to get to Orlando?
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 weeks have been crazy. I think first and foremost, I want to acknowledge the families and loved ones of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Flash McClain, and all those who have lost their lives um, at the hands at the hands of police as a result of systematic racism and violence. I think that the opportunity to play here in Orlando uh, is a great platform for us to be able to speak out on these issues. So I'm thrilled to just be here with my teammates and supporting that cause.
Okay. Uh, Sean Cunningham.
Hey Harrison, how's it going? Is if it's possible, just to walk us through just what you've experienced with the virus, and kind of what your journey was like in getting back here. We understand you were, had some, didn't have really any symptoms, but if that was the case, is it almost kind of hard to believe that you were really impacted by this virus when you don't really feel any symptoms?
Well, in my household, my wife and my mom also tested positive for COVID. So my wife was sick, really sick for about a week. My mom was sick for a couple of days. So in our household, we were able to see the different ranges of how COVID can affect your system, how serious it is, and how important it is that wearing a mask, social distancing, things like that are important. So I myself have been affected in terms of how I felt, but in my household, it was no different.
James Ham.
Yes, as a follow-up to that, how is your wife? How is your mom? How are they recovering during this? And how hard was it to leave them behind, knowing that you're going to be gone for a few weeks?
It puts it in perspective. You know, people you love, and not able to get out of bed, going through the gamut of symptoms. So there was a period there where, depending on if they were going to have to go to the hospital, I wasn't going to be able to come down here, but we're doing much better now. They have little to no symptoms, waiting to test negative and then move on from there.
Scott Marsh.
Harrison, just talk about being out on the court and just kind of acclimating with your players and how you felt out there today.
Yeah, it's been it's been a rush since yesterday. Early morning tests, getting out, practicing, getting some shots up, and then playing today's game. So it feels great to be out there. Physically, I feel good. Rhythm-wise, there's a lot of things that can be tightened up and improved on, but luckily I have a few more days to try to do that before it's go time.
Jason Anderson.
HB, hey man, good to see you out there. I'm sorry to hear this news about your wife and your mom. My thoughts are with you and with them too. The rhythm, the timing stuff seems like there's added importance right now, probably on every minute you're on the floor, whether it's in a scrimmage or in practice. Do you anticipate that taking long to kind of develop and get to where you guys want it to be?
I think the opportunity to come out here today and play was big, just because, from a training staff perspective, they would have liked to see a little bit more of a gradual progression. But as a player, you want to go out there. You want to just have that game intensity with your teammates. Be able to watch on TV and talk to guys via FaceTime and get practice updates is one thing. But it's been such a long break that to finally get on the court, it was a relief, and it was good to just have some reference point moving forward.
Last one, follow up from James Ham.
Hey, Harrison, we didn't get to talk to you about this before, but what are you going to wear on the back of your jersey, and sort of give us a rundown of what that means to you?
On the back of my jersey, say their names. A lot of times, when there's very tragic events that happen, a lot of the focus can be on the killers, on the police, or whoever it may be that committed the crime. And frankly, not enough attention is paid to the stories of the people and their families, who have suffered insurmountable amount of pain and grief with the loss of a life. So my focus is to keep the attention on those victims, keep the attention on what they were about and their families supporting them.
All right, Harrison, real quick, say what is going to be just a little louder again.
Say their names.
Say their names. All right, you're good to go. Appreciate it, Harrison.
Thank you, guys.